Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, I am Eric Smith and I am back, I think. It's been a couple of years, I believe, since I have posted a video. And since then, I've had a few people ask me if I was going to start doing reviews again. And I've either said no, flat no. But usually I would say maybe I'd like to get back to it. And I think it's the time. So what happened a couple years ago was I was just working too many hours at my day job, 55, 60 hours a week. And I know there are people that work more than that, but for me, that was too much. I'm getting old, you know? So I was burned out and just decided I wasn't going to be making any videos anymore. But despite the fact that I'm still working a lot of hours, or I'm back to working a lot of hours, and I'll get back to that in a second, despite the fact that I'm working so many hours, I do want to start reviewing books again. But this is going to be bare bones. It's going to be back to the way it was when I first started. I'm going to have a piece of paper with any title cards or anything. No theme music, no editing. You're just going to get raw footage, and no links. At least nothing on screen. I may still link in the description, put a link for any books that I'm reviewing if I can. And I'm not going to be drawing my ratings anymore. Hopefully that's not what was drawing people here. No pun intended. I just don't have the time or the energy to do that anymore. I'm getting old. So back to the comment about back to working more hours. I was laid off for 3 months in February, middle of February. February 14th was the last day I worked. And although I was never officially told I was laid off, I spent a month and a half checking every single day to see if there was work and just being told there was no work. And then after a month and a half, I said, look, just let me know if there's something to do. And I got called back to work 3 months after that. So whenever that would be, sometime in May, I believe. Anyway, and now I'm back to working 55 hours a week. So that's why this is going to be bare bones. But I want to do it. You can see nothing has really changed. I have some new shirts. And I did put on some weight in those 3 months that I was off. I put on about 30 pounds. Since I've been back to work, I've lost most, if not all of it. Thank goodness. I was so lazy. And that's why I wasn't doing any videos in those 3 months that I wasn't working, because I was just lazy. But I did read a lot, so I'm gonna be hopefully reviewing a lot of things. I plan on putting up 2 videos a week, one book review, and I'd like to do the reading remembrances again because that was a lot of fun. For those of you who don't remember what that is or didn't see those, I've kept a list of everything I've read since 1985, and I was going through month by month, because that's how I had them written down. I'd have the year, and then each month write down what I was reading. And so I was going through in January 1985, just really quickly talked about the books I read that month, and then February, etc., etc. So I'd like to get back to that. Those take a little bit longer than a book review, actually, because for those old books, I don't always remember what the hell they were, and I have to look them up. So that takes a little bit longer than than a book review, because I have to do a little back research. But I want to do those again. So hopefully on a schedule, like maybe one of the videos will be released on a Wednesday, the other on a Friday or a Saturday, probably a Friday. I don't know when the best time to release this stuff is. I just put them up when I put them up. Such as, it's 11:14 right now as I record this, and as soon as I'm done, I'm just going to put it on YouTube. And hopefully people will watch it. I don't know about monetization, whether I should do that or not. I don't know that there's a point. I don't have that many viewers, that many hits. And I hate to put ads on this, so we'll see what happens there. I don't know what else to say in this introductory video. Book reviews reading remembrances. I can show you. I've had work done on my Cthulhu tattoo. Can't see it really clearly. There's a Cthulhu on there. There's Aquaman. Um, how do I show? There's Cthulhu. And I got a new tattoo that's not finished. Um, there, and you can see where it says Dracula, and then the other one is Salem's Lot. The skull has a little tiny fang right there. But I got to get these things finished. I was getting this one finished when the coronavirus hit, so I think I have one more session for that. But the background's still the same. My ugly mug is still the same. Bald head and everything. Got that glare going on up there. The glasses are different. Got some little red over here. I still say far too much. But that's it, I think, for this little introduction video. Hopefully people are interested in seeing more reviews. I'm going to go through my book list over maybe this year. Maybe I'll go back a little further and just pick the books that I want to talk about that I think should be promoted. And that's about it. I mean, it's going to be very simple, cut and dry. If there's anything you want to see that I think I can do, please comment. Always comment, like, subscribe. You know the drill. If you're on YouTube, you know how this all works, I assume. Maybe there'll be some surprise videos. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Today is July 3rd, and so it's a long weekend. I had today off, and I still have Saturday and Sunday to go. So I think tomorrow I'm probably maybe going to do 2 or 3 or 4 videos, record them, so I at least have something in the bank, since I'll have the time tomorrow and won't be too burned out. I keep looking over. I have gotten so many books. I've gone a little crazy. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piles of books on the floor that are pretty high with just all the crazy stuff I've gotten. Yeah, I've gone a little nuts with buying books. And if the quality here looks better, it's because I got a new computer. And I think it looks better, but I haven't gone and looked at those old videos, so maybe the quality's the same. Still just my ceiling light, nothing fancy. I'm looking around to get, man, so many books I want to talk about. Don't know if I'll do movie reviews, as I said, or game reviews. I'm going to play it by ear. Hopefully this will work out. Hopefully people are going to be interested. I've read some really good books lately, and some old stuff. I think I'll stick with new stuff as much as I can. Things that are in print. Won't necessarily talk about old stuff. I'll mention I felt around April that it was the perfect time to read The Stand for the first time. Never read Stephen King's The Stand before, and I happened to get a copy, an old copy, the one, if you recall, for those Stephen King fans, it's the black cover that has it's sort of a person's face with the crow face sort of superimposed. You know what I'm talking about, you Stephen King fans out there. I've actually been on a crazy buying thing with Stephen King, trying to find the old, really cool covers hitting the used bookstores, and I've gotten some really sweet ones. But that's a copy of The Stand I have, and I read that. And I'm not going to review that. It's old. I think people don't need to hear from me what I thought of The Stand. I did like it, by the way. That's okay. There's my review for The Stand. I really enjoyed it. And while we're talking about that, I reread Pet Sematary, and for the longest time, I said Pet Sematary was the second most boring book that I'd ever read, Jane Eyre being the first one. I don't remember how long ago I originally read it. I just recall that it bored me. I was bored, so bored. And maybe it was my mood. maybe I was burned out on Stephen King at that point, but after the new movie came out, I decided to reread it. I bought a copy with that sweet cover with the cat right there, front and center, and I gotta say, I loved it. So I don't know what the hell I was thinking the first time I read it, but I absolutely loved it this time. But again, not something I'm going to go into a lot of detail on. You're not going to see a video review for that. Um, and what did I do? Last October, I spent the entire month reading what one might call paperbacks from hell. Just a lot of old 70s, 80s, maybe early 90s paperbacks. Some of them were really good. A couple of them were really horrible, but still sort of a touchstone to that time. So I've kept them. Plus those covers, just fantastic. Won't see any reviews on those, although eventually, if I keep doing the reading remembrances, we'll get to those. Um, so I think that's it. I mean, I've been rambling for a little over 11 minutes. So that's all for this video. I'm gonna post it on Facebook. Facebook. What am I talking? See, I'm just getting old and I'm tired. So YouTube is where I'm gonna post this, not on Facebook. And let me know what you think. Do you guys want? Do you care if I review stuff? Leave comments in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. All that good stuff. I'm gonna get into this again, hopefully. So that's it. I'm Eric Smith, and we're going to get into the low budget review shows starting next week. That's all I've got for you. Everybody stay safe, be healthy, don't blow off any appendages for the 4th of July weekend. And for those of you in the hot states like Ohio is right now, stay cool, and I'll see you later.